my voice in your mind is nothing but a delusion because if I infrequent breakdowns, because with a voice this bold and opinions this strong, you cannot struggle with articulation. The world will tell you that they envy how easily your skin and bones can merge with the crowd and yet your thoughts stand out. They will tell you that they have never seen anybody so chill and spontaneous, so unafraid of opinions and side talk that for a moment you would want to believe all of this. Their words sound so convincing that for once you will believe that you were born for the spotlight even though your frame is always lurking in the shadows. Just quiet. Number 2, you're the loner. Surrounded by the most number of friends, each of whom know funny excerpts in your life, like how you played with the Barbie tea set when you were 15 years old and how you sold your father's Ray-Bans for 250 rupees at a fair you organized with your sister. They will know of that one time you made your friends laugh so much they threw up chocolate cake, and the other time when you accidentally bought your tutor a garland, which dead people wear. Your friends will know all about your ish-wish grandad addiction and how fiercely you can defend Def Leppard and yet dislike Led Zeppelin. They will know all about your fun drunk stories and spontaneous adventures, yet they will never hear about the time you stayed awake till 5 a.m. listening to cinematic orchestra, drowning in the loneliness that follows you around like a shadow on cold nights. They will never know that your biggest inhibition is initiating conversations, how you shut your eyes every time someone opens your Facebook home feed because it spirals you down into months of anxiety just seeing how happy people are, so genuinely happy they might not ever notice how you sit on the side during dinner and stare at your plate of food with a half-lost appetite because the noise of laughter drives you insane. They will never hear the silence of your deafening thoughts as inadequacy rings in your mind, sitting, solving inverse trigger numericals and hiding insecurities behind terrible Allah and forever alone jokes. They will never hear any of this primarily because the extrovert in you cannot handle this much emotion. Come on, you wonder, where the fuck is my chill? Number 3, social gatherings and parties are your worst nightmares that you escape from monotone. The social side of you experiences this adrenaline rush every time the shy dimple guy comes up to speak to you about indie folk music. And however the reserved part of you shies away from this giggles, interspersed with forced smiles by secretly hoping that he would leave so you could go back to enjoying your solitude. This conundrum between what you should do and what you wanted who is not within you jaded. You silently curse the next person who comes up to you to talk about poetry and drunk adventures. You see, this time you must remind yourself that this too shall pass. Go with the flow. But the only flow you want to be in is flow the fuck away from there. So you dance a bit, you talk a bit, talk a lot actually. You talk about the weather, about the news, about the Panama Papers which you know nothing about. And a random girl's dress about anything which keeps the attention away from you really, because conversation is exhausting, but conversation centered around you can be exciting. And after the chaos is over and the wave of excitement has receded, you go back to hiding behind tables and bars, sitting alone, probably sipping on some fresh malt and hoping the next person to come to speak to you gets hit by a hurricane. Number 3, the world will try to understand the dynamics of your mind. The world never will. Number 5, you see my face. And this is why I have no friends and I am going to be single forever. Jokes are not concealing your image insecurities, your loneliness and your lack of self-love. Someday someone will notice the realization that settles on your face every time you shut your lips after making one of these. You will never make it too obvious, which remember, it always will be. Number 6, the clearest thing you will be able to see is that people really are fucking blind. They will not see through you. What you are and what the world sees are two different people coexisting within the same frame, much like an eclipse conformation of ethane where you hide parts of yourself in order to develop a more stable configuration. Perhaps its low potential energy is the reason behind your lack of physical displacement. Number 7, you are the most chill person, the chill lover the world has ever come across. Your words laced with confidence and inklings of indifference and you speak about your cruel intentions with a grace that will make Ryan Phillip blush. Listen to the noise journal like the Reese Witherspoon who hides behind pages of journal entries and listens to his favorite music even though reggae never interested you. I know you want to talk to him. But how? If you could, you would never let him leave from the warmth of your arms. How you want to hold him close and read poetry out to him, each word. Unraveling the story your lips have hushed in moments of inhibitions. I know you want to tell him that he is the only Bible your infidel heart accepts. However, you're too much of a vagabond for homes. Have always terrified you. Permanence terrifies you. I know you want to tell him, but the only reason you attend to his texts chill girl. So you wrap your words in presents and address them with a void in your stomach every time you speak to them using hollow words and casual promises. You were not made for this anyway. Number 8, you do not hate people. You do not hate people. I do not hate people. They just terrify me. They always have the words they say, throwing them around as if used chewed gum stick to the sole of my feet. And I have to clear this mess. And it's my fault. I should have watched my step. Number 9, your panic attacks are real. Your anxiety because of influx of WhatsApp messages is real. Anxiety can be paralyzing just because you do not stay quiet through heated debates and speak about your day with people you do not know does not mean that you are not hiding behind yourself. You've mastered the act of social interaction, the art of pretense. Your problems are real. This is real. This is happening. You are here. Number 10, you feel like both the problem and the solution. You want to be you, genuinely be you, or at least the person people perceive you to be. Perhaps if you were this person, this wouldn't be a problem. You're so tired of being yourself and still feeling like you're hiding in the skin of a body you never belonged in, like your actions are defined and sometimes so foreign that you can hardly believe in the reality of yourself. You're always struggling between who you are and who you can be. Perhaps we are part-time living lives in life with people we were never meant to be. But darling, I know that your thoughts will make sense one day, and I goddamn hope you're brave enough to believe it.